Hey, it's Eddie from Sydney Health Professionals, and I'm here with Jacqueline Barnett, who's an acupuncturist and is working with us. So I'm going to ask her a few questions just to get some background information. So, Jacqueline, tell us a bit about yourself. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Germany. I was born in East Germany, actually, which most people in Australia don't really know much about it.
Yeah.
But I grew up in socialist Germany, but I grew up right next to the beach.
Yeah.
So I spent my childhood summers on the beach, swimming in the water, but no surf because it's a flat water, Baltic Sea, and lots of forest as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
And so when did you come to Australia?
11 years ago.
Yeah.
Pretty much to the day. We came in February, and we actually left just before Christmas. We left London and we took the train from Moscow all the way through to Vietnam, and then flew from Ho Chi Minh City.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah, so a bit different Christmas in Australia compared to...
I'm still not getting used to it. It's so weird. I'm like, it needs to be cold and cozy. You know, we have all this cozy, and you guys have all this party, so it's very different. Yeah,
it's very different. So tell us, how did you come to acupuncture?
I used to be a patient myself. I used to get chronic pain in my arms, quite severe, couldn't use them for a while. And acupuncture really helped me manage it, and actually then over time got total function of my arms back. And so when I decided I didn't want to work in my career anymore, I worked in marketing, corporate, for 16 years. I was looking at things that would align with where I wanted to go, and I wanted to work with people, help people heal. And the concepts and the philosophies behind Chinese medicine and acupuncture, they spoke to me the most. So that's what I decided to do.
That's brilliant. So tell me, who are your patients? Who comes to see you as an acupuncturist?
So I see people from all walks of life, all sorts of ages, and often the first contact people have with acupuncture is when they have pain. So they're like in pain and someone says, oh, you've got to go and get acupuncture. So specifically I treat a lot of neck pain and a lot of lower back pain. And I love it because especially if they've not had it for very long, we can really move the needle for them in just 1 or 2 sessions. And then they might need a follow-up or 2, but it's just so fast. And it's just great to see them get better. And then apart from that, another thing I'm really interested in is women's health, because a lot of women now suffer from period pain, menstrual cramps, all those things, heavy periods, no periods, endometriosis, fibroids, and I kind of feel that with the current state of gynecology, there isn't enough that we can offer them, that is being offered to them, and that's where acupuncture comes in as far as I'm concerned.
Great. So it can help to manage some of those more long-term or chronic issues with women's health.
Yes, exactly, because often they might just be put onto the contraceptive pill, or they get an IUD, is very common, and actually they're just on hormones for 15, 20 years of their life.
Or if they're using, medications just for pain when the pain's bad, this gives them another avenue.
And some use really strong prescription medication actually, so they have a lot of days off work every month because of period pain, and people are not really aware that can help. And
brilliant. So tell me some of the issues that patients might not know that you can help with as an acupuncturist.
Well, another thing that's really interesting is digestive health. So people usually don't come and see me for it, but then once they had a couple of treatments and I ask them about their digestion, their responses start changing, and they're like, oh, I never really realized this, but actually my digestion is better. So it might be their bowels come more easily, or they just more normal, more formed, you know, or they had some sort of discomfort which they always thought was normal, but now it's gone. And so that's a great thing. The other thing people are often not aware is mental health. I've got a few people I've really helped with anxiety and depression and those sort of things, because we can just look at what's going on in the body underneath, so we're not just putting something on top, which sometimes is great, but often people come to me because they don't want to take medication anymore in the long term. They want to look at their overall health, they want to look at the body and the mind. and
Another strategy
it.
to help manage. That's great. So fantastic. So tell us something about yourself. Tell us about your hobbies or your interests. What do you like doing when you're not working?
So I love being outside. I love nature. I love the forest. I love hiking. I've just been on a couple of hiking trips. I love swimming and surfing. And actually I also play handball, European handball, which is good fun.
In Sydney.
In Sydney.
Yeah, and there's a competition.
Well, there is a competition. There's exactly 3 teams in the whole of Sydney.
For the whole round last 3 weeks. That's brilliant. Thank you very much for sharing that info. And then if you want any more information, you can get in touch with the clinic, or you can click through to our website and read up on Jacqueline's bio or make an appointment through the links there. Thanks a lot.